Alright guys, today's video is going to be way different than what I normally do. It's going to be a pond hopping video. So I'm planning to hit 2, 3, maybe 4 ponds, obviously depending on how the bite goes. That'll kind of determine how many total I hit. Lots and lots of cicadas, so it's going to be kind of loud. Yeah, just kind of hoping to get out here. I'm going to start out with a frog at each one. I've got more rods in the truck and obviously more lures, but I'm going to start out with a frog and kind of see what I can do. This one in particular, I feel like I should be able to get some fish on a frog. You can see duckweed's really thick right now, so it should be fun to fish, and think I can put a few hopefully on the bank with with each pond I stop at. But just kind of getting some ideas of some of the other lakes out here, ponds out here, and seeing what I can do if I get the kayak out and get them to them. So wish me luck today. It should be a fun time. Let's see what happens. Starting out with the lizard. Gonna see if I can catch my first fish on it. I've seen a couple fish hit the topwater since I pulled in here. I've not seen any hit through this stuff, but man, I guarantee they're up under this. I'm gonna kind of work this two ways. I'll cast it out, straight retrieve, and then sometimes I'll cast it out and I'll give it some pops. If you guys haven't seen this frog yet, this is the lizard by Tactical Fishing Company. It's got a little spinner underneath it. It's a small blade. Okay, so to get to the other area, I have to pretty much do it from the kayak. We're gonna try right here. This will be the last place I go here at this one. Howdy. Might as well make just a couple casts on this side of the road. It's essentially a different little pit. I'm definitely seeing fish hit. They don't look good from here. Just looks like little small hits. Maybe gar. The way they're coming up looks a lot like the way gar come up and just kind of gulp air. All right, on to pond 3. All right, pond 3, guys. I might actually change to the popping frog and come back down here. This one was not very easy to get to. I could get a kayak on it. It wouldn't be fun getting the kayak on it, but I could get a kayak on it. I don't know how worth it it'll be to get a kayak on it, but it looks pretty nice. I can see some brush in the water and some dead trees way out there that most likely have stuff in the water. So promising looking. I've seen some fish hit. This is a very, very small one, of course. I think it'd be fun to make a trip out to this one sometime and put the kayak in. This would probably be one for me to get the vibe out for sure. All right, went back to the truck, got the popping frog. Just had one hit literally right here. Be wild to get a topwater strike that close, but who knows. If I don't get one on this frog, I'm gonna switch over to the bladed jig, go get my X chatter and the dadfish lawnmower and see what happens. All right, heading back down with the bladed jig. See if we can get into them on it. There we go. Alright. Alright. It's just a small one. Probably 12 and a half. Not a bad fish though. Alright. Lawnmower blade catching my first fish of the day. Very light colored fish. Kind of figured if I couldn't get onto him with a frog in this pit, there was a good chance at a bladed jig bite. I don't have much bank that I can actually get to on this pit. There may be some on the other side over here to my left. I would like to get to all that that's just kind of right in front of me, right out here. But unfortunately, gotta either walk through some really tall weeds or walk through a bunch of sloppy mud that's about 6 inches in the water. And I'm just not doing that today. I really think this one will be a fun one to get the kayak on though. I like the looks of it. I'd really like to make it all the way out to that real far corner out there. Oh, had a hit. Oh man, that one's big. I don't know if that's a catfish or what, but that is a, oh, I don't know what that was, but that was a big fish, guys. That couldn't have been a bass. Surely not. Surely was not a bass. If it was a catfish, it was huge too, though. I almost feel like maybe I kind of hit a carp there. I don't know. It was giant. I could feel it swimming. It's the only way I know that it was a fish. When I first set the hook, I thought I was snagged in something. Unfish, you know, something like a log or something. And then I could feel it starting to move the rod tip. I was like, no, that is a fish. Oh. Obviously I didn't get a good hook set on whatever it was. With a bladed jig, you don't do a real hard hook set. You kind of just sweep into the fish. And I felt good. Like I said, at first I thought it was a log, so I didn't want to yank hard anyway. But man, now I'm just I'm just wondering, what if that was a giant bass, guys? That could be insane. I mean, if that was a bass on this rod, the way it bent this rod, this is a pretty stiff rod. The way it bent this rod, I would say it was a giant. I would say PB without a doubt. I can guarantee you, with that fish being out here, whatever it was, it has now got me to where I 100% know I will put the kayak in here. There's one. This one feels bigger than that first fish. Yeah, it appears like it is. Yeah, definitely bigger. This one's probably 13 and a half, maybe 14. All right, we're gonna make 3 more casts out here. See if there's any more willing to hit a bladed jig. and then move on. All right, on to the next pond. Leave them with a little bit of heartbreak here. Here's pond number 4. Again, starting out with the frog, but I do have the bladed jig already ready. Just can't not try the frog. I honestly thought there was a good shot at getting a frogfish at that last pond, because I saw a ton of frogs when I got to that little pond. Snake across the water there. Not sure if you guys can see it. It's heading for that other bank. Again, this is one that you can't get to a lot of spots on the bank. There are a couple that are like this. Obviously I could find a way to walk around more, but I'm not trying to just work real hard today because I'm wanting to hit multiple different spots. I don't have much more time, so I'm going to try to hit this one in one more lake is what my thoughts are. Definitely seeing lots of turtles here. I mean, it's been another year that I've seen tons and tons of turtles everywhere I've went, but for today, this lake I've seen more turtles at than anything else. This is probably my last stop. I'm gonna say I'm not a huge fan of getting down to this one. I would definitely no way be able to bring the kayak down here. And I'm going to for sure want to look myself over for ticks after this. The frog I have on is not really the frog I want to throw here either. I don't even know that I can hardly get a cast in here. But let's see. All right, last cast, guys. That's where I wanted it, at least. All right, I'm done here. Let's go get back in the truck. Let's see, maybe we hit one last pond. Maybe go back to one that we've already been to also. Definitely didn't like this one. Would not come back here. All right, guys. Redo on last stop. Make it out here. Finish it out the way I started. Hopefully this time though, I can finish it with a fish instead of the way I started. Really hoping that they've moved up under this grass. This duckweed, that is. I know there were some under it earlier, but couldn't get them to bite. But I figure it's worth coming out here, making at least a handful of casts, as I don't have much time left anyway. There we go. We're gonna get this one all the way out of the water. All right, here's big fish of the day. It's not a bad fish at all. Got both hooks in the roof of the mouth. The lizard's just kind of turned a little bit in it. Like I said, it was turned in there, so it had both hooks in it. Yeah, solid fish. That's probably 15 inches. Good one. Really dark fish. They definitely get super dark here. And one more. All right. Overall, it was fun. Just a few hours of fishing, 3 fish, no giants, 1 topwater, 2 bladed jig. Fun time. Like I said, 5 different ponds. Then hit this one for my 6th stop. And it was obviously worth the stop. I wanted to land one on topwater and I ended it right. So thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think of this video and if I should do this more often. And let me know if I should do this with the kayak sometime.